Here I am in Alibre Atom 3D. This is, of course, the hobbyist version of Alibre CAD. And I want to do a tricky loft and talk about doing tricky lofts, right? So first off, I want to loft this edge, which is a curvy, non-planar surface. And I want to loft it into this edge, which is a curvy, also non-planar surface. And since we loft from plane to plane, or from sketch to sketch, you might think that this is not possible, but Alibre can do some pretty cool things. So if I roll my tree forward, so as you can see, this kind of lofting does work in Alibre, and it works very well. So let's go through the strategy on how to do this. And spoiler alert, I didn't have to come in from the side. So first off, we go to Loft. And lofting in Alibre, you don't just need sketches, right? I use this entire face as one profile, and I use this entire face as another profile. I change this to perpendicular. And let's go with center of gravity. That's one of my favorite twist minimizations as I've been using Alibre. And there we are. So you can play around with the settings and find one that works for the faces that you need to loft. And now we've got a pretty unique, I would call this some kind of bracket maybe. But either way, when you have to do lofts that go from a non-planar face to a non-planar face, you absolutely can do that because Alibre takes faces and not just sketches. And we, of course, like to minimize curvature and simplify things. They might be able to work as well. Right, so we can simplify it if we need it to be simplified or whatnot. I'm actually going to uncheck that. So when I accept this loft, let's go through the history tree now and look at one hint that might be useful if you're trying to do face extrudes. I started off by making one extrude, right, and then I advance, and I did a cut that gave us this sort of curvy surface, right? So before it was flat, and then I did a cut, and then I did another extrude, and then I did another cut that made that more of a curvy surface as well. When I do my cuts, I made this a spline. So this is not arcs or lines, I just made one spline, and I kind of constrained the spline, if you will, with these construction lines so that I clicked from point to point to point to point. And I made it a spline because when you cut with a spline, it makes the end face just one single face. If I were to generate to last feature, and I'll delete my previous loft, if I were to, I should probably go to view and show my planes here. And just for demonstration purposes, I'm not going to constrain. But if I were to try to make a similar profile using arcs, and then I were to close that off to do a cut and cut the face to the shape that I wish, we're going to say through all. Now you can see that I've had it broken up into multiple faces where the arcs meet. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, right? We may want that in certain cases, but if I want to do a whole face to a whole nother face, a spline makes it into one face instead of multiple end faces. So use splines at your discretion, right? Maybe you'll want to loft one face at a time to the next faces, and that would be your ideal loft for your needs. If not, use splines. So pretty incredible that you can have a loft this advanced going from a non-planar face to a non-planar face and have it work, and without using 3D sketches. But Alibre really delivers powerful lofting. So hope this was helpful. If it was, please subscribe. I'll see you in the next one, where maybe I can do a more practical example of face lofting. See you then.